Nose of the Mind, a collection of advanced self-help quotes taken from what's often called the psychodynamic or the psychoanalytic perspective, which long ago, as I understand, was referred to by some, or perhaps many, as philosophical medicine or narrative medicine. Nowadays, depth psychology or shadow work, shadow means something about you that you don't know. Hence, the metaphor is, well, when you're walking, you don't recognize that there's a shadow behind you. You know there's a shadow, but you don't see it. So we have an unconscious, but we don't really see it. But it's there. It's the one who walks with me, who's not like me, who is me. Someone's, in other words, everything about you that you don't know, if you were to bundle all those traits up and create a fantasy character that embodies everything about you that you don't know, get your how you're traumatized, how you cope with the trauma, knowledge of the trauma, and create a character. A lot of knowledge there, a lot of gold that's kind of lost that's in there. And that's called your double self, your secret self, your shadow soul. And the idea is that the metaphor means you want to befriend this other character, the stranger within, so to speak, and get to know him and make links and bridges between the unconscious and the conscious. Now, in the unconscious, the trauma is timeless, but we in the conscious understand time. So we want to link timelessness with time. We want to be able to put some kind of time to the timelessness. Then the timelessness, the ghost of the timeless, hunting can be laid to rest, and it's processed, metabolized, recognized, formulated, constructed. Means we accept what happened. We accept the trauma. We mourned the trauma. We admitted the trauma. We accepted the trauma. The reality, right? Maybe mother had emotional dyslexia, emotional warping. She was impaired in some way. She didn't mean to hurt the baby. She didn't have a real self to be able to love the baby. It was her defensive false self that traumatized the baby. Because in her defensive mode, um, she's in repetition compulsion, symbolically trying to get the needs that she didn't receive when she was a baby. So she may turn to the baby and say to the baby, I made you to find me, you take care of me. Baby can't do that. Or the mother wants to recognize that she was traumatized in an attempt to get her story. She traumatizes the baby in her attempt to know that she had been traumatized by her mother. So, of course, the baby's needs are not being met if the mother's dealing with her stuff. So the child, um, okay, so the part of the healing journey is to admit that the mother didn't really hurt the baby because there was no mother. I mean, the real, authentic, true, authentic mother, who she would have been had she been left, that's kind of missing. So in Mystic Fairy Tales, they say the good mother died at birth. She was good to the baby when the baby was in uterus, but usually